Hello, marketing legends. Welcome to the Marketing News Now with your host, James Harrold Meeker, broadcasting from the Silicon Valley hills of Austin, Texas. Today is July 1st, 2026. Today's story: the uncomfortable question that Anthropic needs to answer. Anthropic may be the hottest AI company on the planet right now. Cloud Code is respected by programmers and security experts alike. Claude's newest frontier models, Fable 5 and Mythos 5, briefly look like the next major leap in AI evolution. But here's the uncomfortable question: is Anthropic actually a good steward of this technology? Coca-Cola managed to keep its formula a secret for more than 140 years. Anthropic, meanwhile, is dealing with security issues every time I turn around. Employees posting secure code on GitHub, reports of industrial-scale model extraction attempts, including millions of interactions, which was supposed to be a secure model. It's had tens of thousands of fake accounts poking on it and alleged activity tied to China's linked operations. That's not normal competitive research. That is AI theft at sovereign scale, and they're not protecting it. Then there's Cloud's use in cybersecurity operations. Anthropic's own threat intelligence has connected Cloud to well-publicized misuse cases, including extortion, espionage, and attacks touching government and corporate targets. To be clear, Anthropic did not hack anyone, but its tools are now powerful enough to change the economics of cybercrime. And now here comes the newest twist. The U.S. government ordered Anthropic to suspend access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5. The company took its most advanced models offline. Then Mythos came back, but only for a small group of trusted U.S. organizations, with the U.S. reportedly lifting their controls. Anthropic's restored access to these models and agreeing to work with the government on security protocols and malicious activity reporting enabled this, but it may be temporary. We'll see. That sounds like good news for Anthropic, but it doesn't erase a bigger problem. For nearly 3 weeks, Anthropic's flagship models were treated less like software AI products and more like national security assets. Investors saw the government step in. Customers saw access disappear. Investors were worried. Competitors watched the chaos and smiled, or looked at it in fear. Oh, but the grace of God go thee. And China's GLM 5.2 was already being framed as a lower-cost, open-weight alternative for some cybersecurity tasks. So yes, Anthropic is getting its models back for now. But the market learned something important through all of this. New frontier AI models are no longer just a product launch, they're a geopolitical event. And if Anthropic wants to go public, it now has to prove more than its business growth. It has to prove it can manage maturely beyond the technology and control and curate its products. Because government intervention may not be the worst outcome here, it may be the only thing that gives customers, investors, and the country confidence that frontier AI models are being governed before they're commercialized. Here's today's pro tip: back everything up, audit your AI tools, and have a very serious conversation with your security providers. Things are about to change. Thanks for listening, and I hope you give this week's podcast a thumbs up. Please make a comment below and add to this story. Share this with your colleagues, or just follow me here for my next story. You can also see more about my various projects on https://Harrold House. That's HARROLD.HOUSE. And have a great day. Know the wheel, respect the logic. Roulette looks like a simple game. Red or black, odd or even, pick a number, place your chips, and watch the wheel spin. Behind every spin is something most players never stop and think about: the math. That's why I wrote Roulette Logic, my newest book. It's a clear, no-hype look at roulette, the probabilities, the casino's edge, smarter decision-making, well before you put your money on the table. This is not a book about promising magic systems and guaranteed winnings, but it's more about a framework to keep you in the game longer and having more fun. You'll learn how roulette actually works, its history, and the stories behind some of the largest wins at the table. Clear explanations of odds and why the house edge matters. Hey, what's new is that all of the math has been verified and complemented with artificial intelligence. I also cover bankroll, session management, and the disciplines that you need to shape every decision at the table. So whether you're casino curious, a regular roulette player, or just fascinated by risk and probability, roulette gives you the edge at the wheel. The logical thing to do before you even start thinking about your next trip to the casino is to get my new book, Roulette Logic, available exclusively at Amazon. For more information about the book, you can go to the Harrold.house website. That's HARROLD.house. It's published by Harrold House Media. It's also important to know that this book is designed for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please play responsibly and play within your means. Have a good one.